Hamas announces death of youngest hostage Kfir Bibas.
Here's a summary of the article.
The military wing of the Hamas terror organization has announced the death of the youngest hostage held by the group in Gaza. The aunt of 10-month-old Kfir Bibas, who is being held captive by Hamas along with the rest of his family, made a public plea for their release yesterday. The IDF said it was looking into the claims, and spokesman Daniel Hagari tweeted, "The terrorist organization Hamas continues to act in a cruel and inhuman manner." IDF representatives spoke with the members of the Bibas family, informed them of the Hamas claim, and are accompanying them at this time. The IDF is examining the reliability of the information. Kfir's aunt, Ofri Bibas Levy, told AFP at a demonstration in Tel Aviv on Tuesday the family's fate was directly in the hands of Hamas. "Hamas took them and Hamas is required to bring them back now," she said. According to a statement from the Bibas family, they are aware of the Hamas claims.
This post received a score of 11,000, with an upvote ratio of 84%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
10-month-old. The mom and brother and dad are dead too.
Most of the family too? Whoa.
All of the family.
An infant.
Losing a life before you could even live a proper speck of it.
To me, this proves there is no God. How could an all-powerful being allow this to happen? Fairy tales for the weak-minded. Belief in the collective good and law is all we need to be civilized. Greater than how could an all-powerful being allow this to happen? Relevant Stephen Fry clip.
I would not be nearly so polite. In hell, I'd take up arms against heaven. How could something so unjust be allowed to persist? It's literally the root of everything that is wrong. But I'm an atheist and I know all of that is BS. The only justice you get is the justice you make in this life, and I'm all for that, in any manner it can be had.
Oh please no. The video of the terrified mum and her 2 boys was one of the first I saw on October 7th. Since then I haven't been able to stop thinking about them. Please let this be an error.
I saw that video as well, and it was heartbreaking. Seeing the horror and terror on her face as she clung to her 2 tiny babies on her chest, whilst being kidnapped by armed monsters who were raping, torturing, and mass murdering men, women, children, and babies. It's even more tragic and heartbreaking after this news. The utter despair and terror that poor mama felt clutching her babies. Every mother's worst fear. Does anyone know if the mother or the other little one, the toddler, survived? My heart breaks for all of them.
Hamas claims that all 3 died. But IDF are currently investigating the claims.
Hamas says they died. In reality they were murdered.
Hamas already said about one of the hostages that she died, but a few days later, she was released alive. This is why the IDF has to check that claim. Which I really hope is a lie as well.
Death of youngest hostage. Let's call it what it is. Murder by terrorists. A baby no less.
Took hostage and murdered. A baby. A baby.
And any photo or video evidence will be AI-generated so the Hamas sympathizers from the West don't have to accept it.
Gaza hospital was destroyed by Hamas. Remember the outrage when Israel did it? Now no one even talks of it.
Just a classic case of Schrödinger's hospital explosion. The explosion is both a tragedy and not until the perpetrator is identified.
It's a tragedy no matter what. Either it's a tragedy that Hamas blew it up, or a tragedy that Hamas is using them as a command center or munition storage.
No one denies what it was being used as. They deny that blowing it up would be the right action to take.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.